and you can see that the number 26, that's the latest bill that has been triggered, which has been automatically triggered based on the checking of the file from the Eclipse plugin for Subversion. So let me check on these details, and here is the details of the bill. So it's showing that the bill has been done successfully. So with respect to this, the status of this bill is supposed to be updated in RTC as well. Now let me go back, and at this particular juncture, once the coding and the bill is being done, now the testers come into the picture to start testing the bill that has been updated. So the file checkings have been done, the HUDSON bill has been executed, it's been updated to Kovair as well as to the RTC, and each and every time you can see there is a reverse lane going back to Kovair, because that's a central repository tool which will be used by the management for having the data and the traceability stuff, the entire traceability chain from there. So now we are into this quality center test management stuff, where now a developer would be going in and doing the testing stuff. So now let me take you to the quality center tool. So without wasting any time, let's click on the run to execute the test. Let's give a meaningful name. Let's say QC test run for login page, and let's begin the run. Maybe due to the manual testing, let's say we fail this one. Let's say these two are passed, and we save this. So on the overall, the test case has failed, and this will be resulting in automated defect creation, which will be reflected from QC, and it will be reflected back in Jira, because the defect tracking is getting tracked in the Jira tool. So let me take you to Jira to show you the particular defect from there. So currently it's in this stage, and here you can see the defect caused due to the quality center or the test management. It's now flowing into Jira, and it's also reflected back to the Kovair LM tool. So now taking to the Jira tool, let me log in. And showing you the HLD bugs. So this is the one you can see. It's currently in non-resolved stage. Now at this particular level, so here you can see that the test run is in the login page. Now at this level, let's say the developer who is working on Eclipse will be resolving the bug from the Jira, from the Eclipse environment. So I go into the Omnibus, and as we have plugins for exposing entity items for Kovair, at the same time we can also expose items from other tools as well. For example, we can show what are the bugs that are getting treated, that are getting tracked in Jira as well as a plugin over here. So you can see this Jira plugin over here, and this is the defect that you can see from Eclipse. And let's say the developer works on this, fixes the code, and from here itself, once he has fixed it, he updates the status of this defect from being in this Eclipse, sitting in the IDE itself. Once done, save this, and this is supposed to trigger the updation in all the respective tools like Quality Center, Jira, as well as taking the status back to Kovair as well. And in the process, there's one additional thing, is that once this defect is being replicated and it's being fixed, Being into the RTC tool, we can show you that there will be an automated OSLC link created, and that will be shown as a link from the RTC task showing the link of this particular defect. So now first let me take you to Jira to show the status updation from Jira. So let me refresh the screen. And yes, you can see that this particular status of this defect is now getting reflected as fixed and resolved. And now I'll take you back to RTC to show you the OSLC link. And to show you the OSLC link, let me get into the details. And so it's not yet arrived as of yet. And here it is. So this is the OSLC link, and I can do a mouse over to show you the details of this link sitting in the Kovair application, sitting in the RTC. So with respect to this particular scenario, now till so far what you have seen is the different actions, whether manual or automated, getting done from Kovair, from Requisite Pro, from Quality Center, Jira, and blah blah blah. But where from the management would be seen the entire artifacts which have been involved in this entire process. So to do that, Kovair has the mechanism of showing it through the traceability view, and if I take you into this particular traceability view, you will be able to see all the artifacts that are linked and created in the process as we have gone through is being reflected over here as well. So to give you a better visibility, let me just refresh the screen by showing the one which we started with. So it's the ID 49 over here. Let me refresh this. And drilling down from this particular functional requirement, you will be able to see that it is linked to the RTC task, and you can also see the RTC task ID is also being reflected over here. The task ID, as it is being created in RTC, it is being synced back to Kovair. So you get the RTC task ID sitting in the Kovair application as well. Drilling it down, we get to see that on one hand, RTC task is linked to the test lab on one hand, and on the other, it is addressing the chain set that that got created when we checked in the file from Eclipse. So the chain set should be having the file, and the file should be linked to all the different file versions that the file has gone through, as the same file has been checked in over a period of time, over a number of times, and each of these versions are getting shown over here. At the same time, you can also see the bill that has been triggered from HUDSON, and it's also showing the results from there. Now taking you back to the testing in the activities, it got created. The test lab got created, and from the test lab it shows the test run that we executed, and we failed the test run. As you remember that we had the test step created and we failed one step. So test run failure, and that gave rise to this defect from QC, which eventually we fixed from Quality Center, which we fixed from Eclipse, and got reflected in Jira as well as back in Kovair as well. So entire hierarchical chain using the traceability view, but that is not the end of the list. At the same time, if you wish to publish it in the form of a Word document, that also is possible using the Kovair Word report functionality, and such a complete Word formatted document is possible to generate from Kovair on the fly, with all the artifacts that has been linked and all the traceability relationships that that are associating each of these artifacts to one another. So currently it's generating the document, and once the document is generated and ready for previewing, you can have it open in your system for viewing. At the same time, you can save it locally for your hard disk as well. So it's taking a little bit of time because there is a lot of data over there. And here is the generated document. Let me open it for you. So such documents can be used by, such kind of documents can be created by using the word features and the word features as well as the data from Kovair repository as well. So it's in the process of opening up the document for us, and here you can see the entire document generated on the fly. Okay, so a full-fledged Word document, and this shows what are the different artifacts that has been used, the requirements from Requisite Pro, and you can design this document using all this.